This is a digital video of the Horizon Vac100A. This is a digital video by LCE Graphics. You can reach us on the web at lcegraphics.com. This is our Getting Acquainted video. We're going to begin our video with the touch panel, which is pretty much where most of your problems or issues are, well, all of your controls are going to come from here, or the small remote control here. Most of your controls will, though, come from here. This is how we are going to set up each job, whether or not you're going to do block mode, how many bends, your overall count, control of your air pressure, control of your blowers, all your things like that are going to come from here. We're going to begin right here. This is the total count. That's how many since the system has been cleared or since it has been turned on. If you do a complete reset where you turn the power completely off, then this number will clear. I'm going to actually show you when I clear it right here. Then it'll go back to 0. Kind of a daily counter or an overall counter. If you were to be batching out, say 100 at a time, you can set up and know how many you've done. The counter below it is a batch or job count. You preset that in. You set it to, say, it's currently set at 220 or 2025. I could actually clear that and set it for 1,000. Hit enter, and I would have 1,000 on my count. And then I could go and I can run in up to 1,000 before it gives me a stop signal, and then wants to start again, or I can finish with the job at that time. If I needed to do, say, 20,000, but I need to batch it out into sets of 500, I could set the counter to 500. Set it to 500, as you see. And I enter. And then what will happen is every 500 I'll know that that's the end of that batch, and then the overall counter will tell me how many I have so far, and once I reach my 10,000 mark, I'll know that I'll have 10,000 batched out into batches of 500. And that's how your two counters work. Your next counter here is sets per hour. Currently it's at 1,400. I can turn it up if I needed to. Turn it down. It's going to depend on the job, the amount of paper, the size of the paper, coated stock, uncoated stock, 20-pound bond, 100-pound text, so on and so on. Is going to vary with your count, speed. Of course, 8.5 by 11 is going to move faster than 11 by 17 or 12 by 18, but you could still get around 2,000 an hour with 11 by 17 coated stock. The next thing you'll notice is the belt speed. That has two positions, max, or excuse me, three positions. That's max, medium, slow. The next one below that is the blower, or the, excuse me, not blower, that is the vacuum. That's the one that has two positions, maximum or minimum. The vacuum would be changed based upon the stock you're running. 20-pound bond is require significantly less vacuum to pick up than 100-pound text, but you'll have to vary based upon what you're doing. The one above it, the belt speed, that's all going to vary based on stock again. It's all going to be getting to know your equipment. The more you use it, the more you'll know based upon what stocks and what speed you should run. The one at the very bottom here you'll see is the shingling. Right now it's at minimum. You can adjust it all the way to maximum. For the most part, we leave them at minimum. They seem to run pretty good at minimum unless you have a really thick stack, say 10 signatures of 10-point chrome coat. You would need to shingle that out. That would be too heavy of a stack to roll through the rollers. It would actually begin to curl and crack the printing on it. But again, you're going to vary based upon the job and based upon the stock. The next thing you'll see up here in the top corner is a question mark. If you were to have an error right now, a bin empty or so on, it would actually give you something and say what it was doing. Currently there's no errors, so it's just giving you a question mark. The one directly below that is the delivery air on or off. We currently have it on. We can turn it back off, either or. The one that says off is a hand Mary station. With this particular collator, there is no hand Marrying unit. If there was, I could show you where we could go through into the different procedures where you would either hand Mary above or below. What that would mean is the set you're adding in would either go above the collated set or below the collated set. Those are your two options there. The next one directly below that is the direction, again, without a stacker or a hand marrying station on the rear. I can't really show the switch on those, the system won't let me. And then you have the final two buttons on the bottom is the start and stop buttons. Again, you would use these to start and stop the system. Pretty self-explanatory. There's going to be one screen you can't get to through these tabs here on the top. I'm going to show you them. This is an error screen. What this is going to tell you is any errors that are preventing you from running. What it's saying right now is that the system in the rear is not on. I do not have the Bookletmaker on and running, so that it will not allow the collator to run now. Until I have the Bookletmaker up and running, the collator will not run. It's also telling me I don't have any paper. The system is completely empty, which it's not true. I have some paper, but one of the bins is empty. But if one is empty, the system recognizes all is empty, and it will stop you and tell you, and then you need to go check the paper, and you may have an empty bin. If you don't have an empty bin, you're having a bin issue. We're not having a bin issue currently now. I just do not have all the paper in that I began with. I can click OK, go back to my screen. If I corrected my error, I could hit start and go right now. I haven't corrected the error because I'm doing the video. As we do the other videos with the system, we'll correct errors. Of course, I'll put the paper into the bins, turn the system on, and everything will run and work properly. Of course, all of this, again, can be found in your manual. Everything I discuss in this video and the next few videos, you can find all this in your manuals. And if you forget anything, go back to your manual, and your manual will help you. The next screen you're going to see is the errors, or excuse me, not error screen,